All right, I'm trying this on my phone. I got my GoPro, and I thought this was interesting. All right, so I just dropped off my daughter at school. Late start today, and but right near her is where I picked up a whole bunch of maple, and I'm going back to the house right now. If you can see in this bag, Chipotle bag right there, there is a large size bottle of Jameson for the guy that picked up the wood from. So it'll take me about a minute to get this house, but hopefully I can get do the story real quick. Guy posted on both OperaUp and Marketplace for a bunch of rounds of maple from like branches to like a good 3 feet, maybe like 2.5 feet in diameter rounds. And one night after a drink, I messaged him on Marketplace and OfferUp, where you can type in how much you offer someone, and I say, I'll offer you $0. Not to be like in a-hole or something, but just to see what he says. Messages me back the next morning and says, okay, yes, but only if you take all the wood. And I said, I can definitely do that. So one of those things where someone needed a tree cut down in their yard and called an arborist. Arborist quoted, they got a bid or whatever, and the arborist came out, cut down the tree, cut it in rounds for the person, maybe stacked it, etc. And the homeowner wants to recoup some of the money. I get it, but hardly ever have I experienced in doing firewood for the last few years and getting the bulk of my firewood for free from online sales, or from it being online. Have I ever experienced like people getting their money back? I mean, maybe like logs for like people who want slabs or etc. But yeah, so I it, and then the day that so I go over to meet him to get a load with my small trailer that I can use for my dad, and he's like, yeah, I just want it gone. I just want it gone. The arborist messed up my yard. It's wet right now in the Seattle area still like late winter. Yard soaked, and it got super muddy and like divots from the branches falling down, etc. So he just wants it gone. I'm gonna pause it and come back to you a second. All right, back from the drop off. It's in a Chipotle bag, so hopefully no one can see it from the street and want to take $60 bottle of booze. So he was grateful that I was able to come out, and since he wanted so much money to, I assume, recoup his cost of the arborist fee, which it was only one tree. I don't see how an arborist can charge that much money to cut down a tree. Like, my arborist gives me a good deal, and I keep the wood when I've had trees cut down in my yard. But anyway, I digress. So, and I wanted to, because he's giving it to me for free, not to lollygag. I wanted to get this done, even though it was rainy and muddy out. Not ideal circumstances for getting wood, especially for his yard. This guy in the road jogging on this narrow, super tight corner, and I don't want to hit him, so I'm going to go super slow this corner. I'm going to wave to him, and then I'll keep going. Excuse me. So it took me 3 days, excuse me, to get all this wood. Like, if it was a day of 2 loads, a day of 3 loads, and another day of like 2 loads. So several loads in my medium size duty 4x8 trailer. Loading it is the hard part. Unloading it is the other part, because it's not a dump. And it's not mine, it's my dad's again. So I want to make sure that I'm not overfilling it for the sake of the trailer. I don't want to bang it up and mess it up as well as my truck. Like it's nice Tacoma, but again, I don't want to overhaul it, even though it has the towing capacity. You get it. So 3 days to get the wood, and it was done. So he texted me being grateful that I got the wood in a timely manner, which I think was one of the reasons, just for my end, not to lollygag, like I said before, not to take like several weeks to get it. So because the big push was to get the wood out so he can start to redo his lawn. Like his whole backyard, half his backyard is, he put hay down and it's divots and mud, and then with the arborist, and then me going from the front yard to the backyard where the tree was, back and forth, that's all messed up. Like I had to bring in like 2x8s and pieces of scrap plywood to lay down on the ground so I could actually walk with a wheelbarrow and a hand truck with all the rounds, and not sink in and not use too much energy to actually drive or to walk on the lawn to the trailer. So all said and done, he said, thank you, we're good to go. And then I said, I'm going to Costco this weekend, can I offer you a bottle of alcohol as a thank you? And he was appreciative. He was like, yeah, sure, that'd be great. And I said, well, what do you want? Like, what kind of alcohol? I'm not going to give him just anything, within reason. He said, Jameson. Sold. So we were at Costco anyway with my family for a monthly Costco run. Picked him up a bottle of Jameson. As a thank you. I'm going to pause my... All right, sorry. I had to put the phone down because 2 local cops were right next to me, and I don't want to get pulled over. And local cops are known for being D-bags. Not that all cops are D-bags, but the cops in my hometown notoriously are. Anyway, so got him a bottle, and then during when I was loading, his son, who's in middle school, I think like his last year of middle school, so somewhat able-bodied, would get home from school at like the mid-afternoon, and then on his own accord wanted to help me, which is great. I mean, I could use the help. And so he only helped me for, I don't know, a total of maybe like 2 hours or some of that over the course of a few days. And he saved me some time loading the trailer by myself. He was able to load the wheelbarrows. I taught him how to make sure that he used his legs to lift the rounds into the wheelbarrow to stack, and to haul it from his backyard to my trailer, and then load the trailer how I wanted it, and carefully, it's not to bang the floor of the trailer, etc. And he did a good job. And I was gonna give him like, I don't know, like $20 and a thank you card saying good job, thank you for your help, you're a good helper. But I was hesitant even to like offer the Jameson. Like, the guy wanted a few $100s for the wood. I offered him nothing, and he took it. Said yes to it, agreed to it, and then I take the wood, and then I offer him a bottle. Like, it's kind of like I am cheap enough wanting not to pay for wood, but I got it myself with my own equipment. I didn't want to use his stuff, like his wheelbarrow and hand truck. Like, I don't want to use clients' tools because if something breaks or whatever, then who's going to pay for it? Who's going to fix it? So I usually end up bringing my stuff, which I usually have it available. And so, yeah, would that be weird to, I mean, one thing, a thank you to like giving him someone alcohol as like a pseudo payment, and then on the same token offering the son like some cash. I mean, I don't know what middle schoolers are valued at, and working in the nonprofit sector, especially abroad, being privy to child labor. And granted, this kid's a minor, and he's, I mean, it's not an hourly rate, he's not like a hired staff, but I mean, to give him something for his troubles. So I opted not to give him the kid money. I don't know. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments of how this is handled. But yeah, I guess that's my story as I'm driving to and from to drop off the bottle about my saga. I can pan my phone on how much wood we got from this load. It's a good 3 cords, and it's maple, and it's very green. It's literally just cut, so it is super heavy, and it took me a long time to get all this out. So yeah, let me go to the next clip, and I'll show you how much wood we got. So this the trailer that I'm using, you've probably seen these before in videos. Medium weight, and it does a job. So this is the last part of I think this is two loads of split rounds that I had to split by hand to get in the trailer and manhandle it. I stopped ferrying it down in my yard because I was beating the crap out of my yard. You can see all the ruts. So you can't see this, but this is going downhill, and the yard just got beat up because it was wet back here, and I got that rut right there. That's gonna be nice to mow over. So some of my yards all banged up, so I stopped doing that. But this is the load of maple right here, and it's a good chunk. This may be more than 3 cords. I don't know yet, but all this, and I mean, like I'm fine with like branch wood. I mean, the branches. See how branches. If no one wants at this sell or for bundles, I'll burn that in my wood stove. But there's not a lot of it. But you go from branches to like medium rounds to like big boys. I had to split up. So that is the pile of maple. So that's my story of the maple as of late. One of those things where you see firewood on social media or like on Craigslist or whatever, you gotta jump on it. And this is one of those things that just came up free. And where did that pile just fall down like that? I walk by and there's a ghost back here. You had to jump on it. So yeah. When it comes to like that, like all my wood is sustainable in terms of like if it's a tree that's already cut down. I don't go after trees that are freestanding or to cut down trees just to cut down trees. It's a tree that are trees that have already been cut, either log form or rounds, and so yeah, I don't kill trees just for firewood. So yeah, if you like that story, give it a thumbs up. Comment on how you feel that I handled it. First I'm using my phone for a video, so hopefully that went well in terms of editing and putting this all together. But yeah, let me know what you think, and yeah, poke all the buttons, like, subscribe, and notification, and catch you later.